Hey everyone, it's Robin Rin here, and in case you didn't know, dynamic pricing is now is going to be a thing for Sony, and I really hope that the backlash they are getting will stop this dead. I really hope so. So, for those who don't know, then dynamic pricing is someone like me who's had a PlayStation 5 for almost since launch. I think I got it a year after launch, right? Because of the whole issue with finding them in the UK. And I've been using it quite periodically since that year after launch. Someone who makes a new account will get cheaper games than me. How is that fair? We should all get the same price on games. It should just be standard price. That person's discount should be my discount. So if you're a newer user to Sony's PlayStation, you can get cheaper games. That is so scummy because you're new and they want to incentivize you to keep buying and keep using. That is a disgusting practice. The fact that that is not illegal pisses me off. That is such corporate greed. It disgusts me. And we need to be vocal about this. We need to say enough's enough. Because also in the UK, I saw that Sony are going through a lawsuit. I'll play the clip right now. Here you are.
UK PlayStation users, you might be owed money, and we're talking a share of billions. A £2 billion class action against Sony has begun that could affect millions of players. Consumer campaigner Alex Neil says Sony ran a closed ecosystem for nearly a decade, stopping gamers from buying digital titles from anywhere except the PlayStation Store. Lawyers say that this lets Sony set prices without competition, including what they call an excessive and unfair 30% margin on digital games and in-game purchases. If you bought any digital PlayStation game or in-game download in the last 10 years up to February this year, you could be automatically included. That covers around 12.2 million people who might get about £162 each if the case succeeds. Sony says that its official store is better for privacy and that game sales help to fund investment in its consoles.
And man, it just goes to show corporate greed. And another thing that Sony's doing that pissed me off, they're removing PS5 exclusives. Sorry, not removing. They're not adding any more PS5 exclusives to Steam. I really wanted to play Marvel's Wolverine on PC. I was happy to wait for it because I'm in a fortunate position where I have a PS5, PC, and Switch OLED. That's not even to brag. That's just to say I'm in a fortunate financial position to have that. Most people don't have that. Most people pick one and stick with that one, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But to remove PS5, to no longer put PS5 exclusives on Steam, and we all know the reason why. Do you know the reason why? Come here. Do you want to know the reason why? Mainly because the new Xbox is going to get Steam. That is literally the only reason why. The only reason why. It's just scummy. This whole thing is just so scummy. It doesn't benefit us, the customer. We need to be vocal about this because it's insane. We can't let this slide. I know, no matter of fact, I refuse to let this slide. Dynamic pricing? No. And I speaking to someone, I know Ticketmaster does that, but we all hate Ticketmaster too. Like, I don't want to hate Sony, but I'm hating Sony more and more every day. Like, I've had a PlayStation for so long in my life that I know it's stupid. I know that you shouldn't have brand loyalty, but when it comes to console, I tend to prefer PlayStation. Now, we all have our reasons why, and reasons why we prefer whatever. But because thankfully, I've been mainly moving over to PC because I've been enjoying PC a lot more. And I said this: if you can afford to get that PC, definitely do it because it's so much fun. Trust me on that. Steam is amazing. Steam is amazing, by the way. Good refund policy. PS5 is horrible. PS5 is horrible. Steam will literally tell you if the game is cheaper somewhere else. That's phenomenal. PlayStation now will tell you, this is the price. Like, there are certain games on sale that the Steam sales are wonderful. Sony sales are just the same games. Always the same games. Always the same games. And another fun fact is, Sony can just remove the game. And if it's in your library, sometimes it doesn't even matter. I downloaded the PS4 Ghost of Tsushima back when it came out, right? Tell me now why I can't play that on my PS5. I wanted to replay the PS4 Ghost of Tsushima before I replayed Ghost of Yote. Tell me why that's removed from my PS5. Why? That's just so scummy. I refuse to buy the PS5 version because it's just like, why would I buy the PS5 version and the PS4 version that I just want to replay? So like I can just replay, so I can replay, go straight to Ghost of Yotei, but that couldn't happen. Sony are scummies, Sony are horrible, we shouldn't be doing this. Sony's PlayStation, we shouldn't be doing this. We need to be vocal about this because this is not good. This is not good for us. And Steam is amazing. I would say if you can afford a PC, therefore go for it. You trust me, you will love it more. And there's way more games on Steam as well. So, Fullbring Rin, I'm just making this clear to everyone that we can't accept this. We have to voice our opinions here. And I am so angry that they're doing this. Because why? It's so anti-customer. It's Fullbring Rin signing out. I'll catch you next video, alright? Peace out.